Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. 2 down, bases empty. Next to the dish is Freddie.
Hook one.
Freeman, a former MVP, over 1,000 runs batted in his career.
No.
And he was a second-round pick back in 2007. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No, that's a ball. Too low.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Carrying well. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. So up next, Gabriel Arias. On a line out towards center. Takes it in for the out. And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLauder. He was late there, strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. But he's back in time.
Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Guardians 1 and the Dodgers nothing. This is Guardians baseball on the Show Ohio. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium, the 2-time defending champs, and singing what a year it was in 2025 for LA.
Yeah, incredible. And again, Shohei Ohtani, he just leads all the headlines with what he continues to do and amaze. But you know, this is a talented ball club, and a lot of people around the league, Boog, would say, well, automatically they're spending so much money, they should win the World Series again. But it's not that easy. I mean, 162-game season, there's some things, you know, internally that have to take place on a day-to-day basis to keep everybody on the same page to ultimately hoisting that trophy at the end of the season.
Mookie Betts, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Right through there for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. Swings through it for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the back here at Chavez Ravine. On to the 3rd inning. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Glasnow back to work. And a foul ball.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
0-2 now. Got him. One gone here.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Ramirez at the plate now, and that's strike one. Glass now back to work. The 0-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. In the air, right field. Tucker under it. 2 down. And another trip back to the dugout as the slump continues. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. Guardians go down. Set for the bottom of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pappas. That's ripped. Base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
That's a foul ball.
Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Swing, and he popped it up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. Hernandez off of first with 2 away. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Quick toss to first, and he's back in easily. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Sets him down looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 3 innings complete. It's the Guardians 1 and the Dodgers 0. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on The Show, Ohio. Back here in L.A. as we go to the top of the 4th. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. Rip to short. Throw on to Freeman. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And a base hit up the middle.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next to hit, George Valera. Into the outfield, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. Fought off foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a big swing and a miss. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin.
That one is absolutely belted.
High.
Over the
That's
wall,
a ground rule
that's
double.
an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
And now, Daniel Schneemann. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. One run. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the fourth, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
The 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Ground
Just
ball
foul.
left side, and that's just foul. The 0-2. The Dodgers down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Max Muncy at the dish. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Got him looking for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side here in the fourth. It's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers nothing. New inning getting started. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, David Fry.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Popped up. And there's one away.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. Jose Ramirez bops one out. It's his 8th home run of the year. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. He's already homered here in this one. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Hoskins in the box again, takes a strike. Hoskins pushes it foul. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate.
Roki Sasaki comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the
diving stop at second, and that's a great play for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that is out of play.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Inside, just missed. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat.
That's
really
a ball.
Good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Tucker now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The Dodgers down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's having a tough.
Manager out of the dugout now. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, number 41. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. In the air, left field. Ramirez has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. And next for LA, Andy Pages. Single to right in his first trip.
Andy Pages.
And that one is lifted in the air. Valera on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
Gabriel Arias.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Late on that fastball. Fair ball. And that's a leadoff double.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
And the batter now, Chase DeLauder. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. A bunt and it's popped up. 2 down. David Fry, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one fouled hard the other way.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. That one fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. High fly ball out to left field. Hernandez moving under this one. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. On to the bottom of inning number 6. This is Guardians baseball on the Show Ohio. Bottom of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Out to short, Arias. Handles, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Foul ball. Right side. Whips it to first. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Out towards left center. Valera on his way over. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. This ball's chopped on the ground. Rojas. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. George Valera digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop Gabriel Arias.
Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. No question about this one. It's out of here.
That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
This one in the air center field, and that is that. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. It's now a 6-0 ball game.